everyone, welcome back to my channel. And it's a little noisy, but today I'm in downtown David, Panama. Oh my gosh, it's partly cloudy and let's see, it's about 89, 90 degrees. The big thing is I have I have my temporary visa. How awesome is that? So I don't know how good the sound's going to be because it's very, very noisy. So what I might do is maybe show you a little bit. You can hear the noise. Oh my God, the trucks and stuff. So maybe in a little bit, what I'll do is I'll show you a little bit of from the hotel. I'm outside. Show you a little bit of the street around David, and then I'll go back upstairs to a quiet area in the hotel, and then we can talk some more how we did. So hang on 1 second. I'm gonna pause the video so that I can take and show you the street. So it's just about lunch hour in downtown David. As you can see, it's constant traffic. It's a very, very beautiful day out. Excuse me. Let's see if I can step back through the palm trees a little bit. It's a little dark. Get a better view over here. And yes, believe it or not, a half a block away is a McDonald's. Yes, they have McDonald's here. The KFC. I didn't think of what else I saw. A Subway. So yeah, there's a little bit of Americanization going on here. The big thing you notice is they have a lot of stops, and my God, the traffic can be insane. People pull out in front of each other, and there's very, very few traffic lights. There's a little taxi. There's it's called a coaster bus, and that's public transportation that a lot of the local Panamanians take. You see in this case, the car or the SUV slowing down behind is the coaster pull out. I mean, this is typical traffic, and this is not busy during the late afternoon. It's twice as worse as this. So I guess that's pretty much about it for now. So maybe we'll go back inside. So here we are back inside. I'm in the little executive office. You can see out a little bit more of David, different areas around there. So, okay, so how's everybody been? Um, I hope you've had a wonderful week. Excuse me. I hope your weekend's been your weekend was well. For us, oh my gosh, it's been crazy. Left home, is it 4 a.m.? 4 a.m. Friday morning. Drove to the airport, and then it was a 2-hour flight to Atlanta. We landed in Atlanta Hatfield, and it was the domestic terminal. We had to get to the international terminal, and the airport is a mile long. So we got there just as they were getting ready to board for the flight to Panama City. Luckily, we had brought carry-on luggage, so we didn't have to wait for anything. So we got on the plane, and it was 3 hour and 38-minute flight. Panama City. We landed in Panama City. Had to collect our luggage. Well, we had our luggage. Had to go to immigration. We couldn't find that, but we eventually did. Wound up going to immigration, got through that. Then we had to go through customs, have our luggage scanned, and then we had to exit the airport or exit that terminal, jump on a shuttle bus, take that around to another terminal, which was the domestics terminal, and jump on a Copa Airlines flight. And as we got there, the time we got through customs and immigration, all this other stuff, we get to the domestics terminal, we have to go have our luggage scanned again, get through that. We get to the gate and they're halfway boarding the plane. Luckily, we sat at the back of the plane, so it wasn't that bad. So we didn't have to wait very long. Got on the plane, and there was a little screw up. Copa had double booked our seats, but luckily the flight wasn't full, so we were able to just move across the aisle. Flew to David, and the hotel shuttle bus driver was waiting for us, so that was nice. By the time we got checked into the hotel here, it was 6:30 p.m. Oh, what a day. Saturday and Sunday, it was just pretty much kind of like exploring the area, just finding our way around David, which isn't really that bad. Uh, just the other, I showed you the McDonald's logo arches. Just behind the McDonald's restaurant is a grocery store called Romero, and oh my gosh, it's so nice in there. It rivals one of the American grocery stores. Excuse me, you can find so much stuff in there, and the prices were unbelievable. I could not believe some of the prices that we paid for items. I think I figured out there was 10, we bought like 10 food items, and the total bill was 11 US dollars. That's insane. It's crazy. It would be double or triple that back in the States. And then probably another half mile down the road is another grocery store called Super 99. So we've been there a couple of times. The interesting thing that I have seen, and I don't know why, excuse me, dear, is there seems to be a lot of Asian restaurants in the area. Not that I personally love the food, it just seems, well, why would I want to eat Asian food if I'm in Panama? I would rather eat Panamanian food. Um, so, let's see, Friday night we ate at the hotel in the restaurant. Really, really good. Oh my God, it almost. I had a bowl of chicken soup. It was a big bowl. They call it a small. Right? It was this big, about that tall. My wife had the same thing, and it was a chicken sandwich, so it was breaded chicken. It was fried. Yes, I was bad. Um, Lettuce, tomato, onion, and kind of like almost like a sweet sour sauce on a brioche roll. And it came with, oh, maybe a little bowl about that big around, about that tall, full of French fries. So, so it was her soup, my soup, and my chicken sandwich, and the total bill was $14. Yeah, it was $14. I'm like, oh my God, I can't even buy a meal or a lunch in um, in the U.S. for that price. I'm like, this is insane. Let's see, Monday, we went to the lawyer's office. They took me over to the immigration, filed my paperwork. What a freaking disaster. For those of you that have to deal with bureaucracy, crazy. I liken it to having to deal with the Department of Motor Vehicles in the US. You wait. We got there, it was about 20 minutes after 11 Monday morning. They go to lunch at 11:30 for an hour. So we sat there for an hour. Come back, the paralegal filed the paperwork, and we sat there and sat there and sat there, and then she had to get an appointment. Da, 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 da. We walk out of there, and it was quarter after quarter after 2 in the afternoon. Are you kidding me? So we come back to the hotel, and one day for dinner, just directly across the street, there's this little restaurant called Polo a la Lena. Polo in Spanish is chicken. And their specialty is it's wood-fired roasted chicken. My God, so good. So we went there, and my wife got a quarter chicken. I got a half chicken. I was hungry. And I got a side. It's called yucca, Y-U-C-A. It's a plant, it's a root. And when it cooks up, it's a lot like potatoes, consistency of potatoes, not much flavor to it. And so it was a take-in container, probably, let's say, maybe this high and about that square. And it had the half chicken in there and a good helping. Half the container was filled with yucca, and it was covered in a garlic butter sauce. It was so good. So between half chicken that I got with the yucca, my wife's quarter chicken, we each got, they were really big 20-ounce bottles of water. I think they're a liter because everything down here is metric, which I have no problem with. But anyways, I think it was a liter bottle or half liter. Maybe a half liter. They were $1 each. So anyways, the two waters, her chicken, my chicken with the yucca, the total bill was $9. Oh, wow. So then yesterday, it was going to be kind of a stay-in day, and the paralegal called me and said, oh, your passport isn't signed. What? When I got my new passport, I never signed it, and I didn't realize that. Oh, well. So she came over, picked me up. We went back over to immigration, and it was lunchtime. So we had to wait. And then I had to sign my passport the same way I had signed the papers that they required to be submitted. I had to sign it the same way, but it was not a big deal because it's the way I sign my name anyways. But I had to sign it in front of the immigration officer to show them that I was me, even though they had my passport, and I also had my driver's license. So, but anyways, so So we got that taken care of. And then 10 o'clock this morning, we went over to the immigration office to get my temporary visa. Now, I was looking at it and it expires in August. So sometime between, not now, maybe in a month or so, the lawyer may contact me and say your permanent visa is ready. So let's say sometime between now and the beginning of August, I will have to come down in person and get my permanent visa. So, so there may be another trip. Don't know. Don't know when that'll be, but that's something that'll probably be upcoming. Um, let's see. So that was today, and pretty much I think we're just going to kind of stay in the rest of the day. Tomorrow afternoon, my wife has to go get her permanent visa, and I think I was going to go with her mostly because to get more exposure to the native language. I'm picking up a little Spanish here and there. And we also have to start packing. Friday morning, we have to be downstairs in the lobby at 8 a.m. For the shuttle driver to take us back to the airport because I think our flight out is 10 o'clock. Yes, I think it's 10 o'clock out of David, and then we fly to Panama City. I think we're in Panama City. Two and a half, 3 hours before we get our flight, Delta flight from Panama City to Atlanta. And then we fly to Atlanta, gotta go through customs immigration, which is not a big deal. But again, the length of the airport to the domestic side, pick up our flight back home, and by the time we get home, it's going to be, well, we get back to the city, it's going to be midnight, and then we have an hour drive home. It's going to be kind of different because I'm getting really acclimated to this really, really nice weather. I mean, I really like it. Seeing the sun and the green trees all the time instead of the brown and the gray skies and the cold and the snow. So this is going to be kind of readjusting back to normal life, I guess I'm going to say. So anyways, I don't really have much else to really talk about. I just mostly wanted to update everybody. And I know I was supposed to make my video yesterday, but I wasn't able to because I'm stuck in the immigration office. So I just wanted to update everybody, kind of show everybody what this area of Panama is like. For those that have a little bit of geographical knowledge, David is on the southwest side of Panama, and we're excuse me, we're probably an hour away from the Costa Rican border. So the canal is actually just outside of Panama City, so that's at the other end of the country. So there is some concern about the current political news concerning the Panama Canal. From talking to the people at the hotel desk, I mean, they're locals, so they know that there isn't any animosity towards the U.S. residents currently living in Panama because everybody understands it's not so much the people that are making the decisions, it's the federal administration that are making these decisions. So, but anyways, enough of that garbage. Um, so anyways, I'm so glad I was able to show you guys a little bit of David, Panama, and I just realized that I didn't do my normal opening. But for those of you that are subscribers and have been around, you know I don't need to do my opening. But in case there's somebody new joining the channel, I always like to introduce myself and let people know who I am. So I guess that's it for today. Yes, I have a runny nose. It's been 2 days since I've been over a cold. Got a cold lying down here. But anyways, so I guess I'm going to wrap things up. I hope everyone has a wonderful week, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. As I said, I was so happy to be able to show you some parts of David and share a little bit of my experience here. And as usual, if anyone has any comments, questions, or suggestions, or something you'd like me to talk about, please in the comment section below. Everyone knows that I do reply to all comments as long as they're not hurtful. So with that, I guess I'm going to close. So here, itch. So again, I thank you for watching. You guys are the reason why I make my videos every week. You know, you're all part of my extended family that I care very deeply for. So with that, I will see you all. I can't say here. I will see you all next week, back home in the cold and the snow. Bye, everyone.